Hey everybody, Dr. Sheena Howard here, founder of Power Your Research, an academic branding company where I help academics and educators increase their visibility, authority, and income without the expense of a publicist. And I just wanted to go over some research with you around why professors might be unhappy. And so there's some really interesting breakdowns between assistant professors, professors with tenure, and all of that good stuff. And I thought it was interesting. So I figured I'd share it with my audience and just kind of give you my thoughts on it and where I think I can help professors with some of the areas that they may be unhappy with. So, some of you know that Power Your Research is for tenured professors. That is who the comprehensive program is for. And there is a reason for that I think some of this research will enlighten. But Power Your Research does have other offerings for those who are not tenure professors, who are PhDs doing other things, or even PhD students that want to get their work and research out there. But some of the data points that I found interesting was one around associate professors. So, according to a Harvard study, associate professors are less satisfied with their work than assistant or full professors. So I know it's different everywhere, but a lot of times associate professors are tenured. Not everywhere, but a lot of times associate professorship comes with tenure. And I find it interesting that they are less satisfied than assistant professors who are on the grind, likely trying to get tenure, and full professors who are really don't have all of the pressures of those things. But I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it's like sometimes can be anticlimactic when you work so hard to get tenure, you get it, and it's just like an athlete when they win the biggest award. It's like they all of their life they were fighting towards that thing, and then they get it and it doesn't fill a void that they think that it may have filled. And so that is one of the reasons why I have focused Power Your Research on tenured professors, because there's a pathway that I think a lot of tenured professors are scared to pursue, or just don't know the strategy to pursue it. And that is using a little bit of this freedom as a tenured professor to go out there and start talking to people outside of higher ed about your work, and to put more money in your pocket by doing speaking engagements and consulting and even coaching, or all of those things you want to do, and building a brand around your work. So that alternative is a perfect option for those who may be unsatisfied as tenured professors. And that is really the crux of what Power Your Research is trying to fill. Now, there's another study out there from the Chronicle of Higher Ed. It says even tenured professors can be unhappy. A column in the Chronicle described how many professors are unhappy, even those with tenure. The column also described how professors can feel unable to change their circumstances. I think that this is something that a lot of tenured professors out there can relate to. Once you get tenure, I do remember feeling a little stuck after I got tenure. Like, oh, now it's going to be harder for me to move, or to get another job at another university if I wanted, because now you have this thing tenure that you want to bring with you if you leave. And so I do think you can feel a little trapped and stuck. And also, you've spent so much of your time getting this thing, and it may have been to the detriment of just exploring other things creatively that you wanted to do. And again, this is where Power Your Research comes in to play here, because even with tenure, it's a great time to go explore what else can you do around being a thought leader, right? Leaving a legacy, using your work to impact more people outside of higher ed beyond just Google Scholar citations. We have a pathway for you at Power Your Research, and that's why it's so exciting to do this work. Now, here are just some other data points from various studies like the National Institute of Health, Inside Higher Ed. Some reasons why professors might be unhappy include job security. Says job security can lead to stasis, and additional responsibilities can be numbing. I hear so much from my tenure professors that they're bogged down with committee work. There's so many committees that they're put on. I also hear a lot of things around even being a full professor where, assistant professors are doing a lot of the research because they're trying to get tenure and they're trying to get the next promotion, whereas full professors may get a little bit comfortable and may not be in that grind. So they're not pumping out as much work and all of that good stuff. But even as a full professor, if you want to leave a legacy, if you want to be a thought leader, if you're looking for something else to do to motivate you, I highly suggest in the time period that you are living in to go out there and build your brand, build your profile, start talking to people, right? Start putting money in your pocket, start charging what you're worth for things like speaking engagements, and start giving back to the communities that you research and write about through your work. But those communities can't find you because you're not out here talking about the work that you love and that is near and dear to your heart. So if you're ever interested in jumping on a one-on-one call with me to talk about brand building, how you can leverage your research and your creativity and your credentials into a brand that's out there, that's alive, that's leaving a legacy, that's reaching more people, jump on a free call with me. The link is somewhere around this box. You can also find it in my profile, depending on where you're watching this. So again, my name is Dr. Sheena Howard. I am the founder